On this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast.
It says Bay 2.
Bay?
Shut up, Jacob.
Mind.
I hope you fart more.
I'm probably gonna.
After defeating a stinky beast,
You decided to go finally sneak down to the cargo deck, and you snuck past the shield marshals to get down here, going after this bad smell. And then you saw this like dented door that you had to shove your way past. And inside was a beast, a Catoblepas or whatever it is.
A whole beast?
Catoblepas.
And you fought it, and you noticed inside of its cage there was a certain thing.
Micah's angels quickly moved to disarm the first clockwork pyronite bomb.
I would like to check out this bomb.
You go to the bomb. It's in this basically huge metal cage that looks like this beast was in originally, and it takes up the back chunk of it.
Before exploring more of the lower deck,
The scent of burning oil and river water fills this engine room. The stern consists of an enormous metal paddle that churns through the river and propels the ship. Two enormous gears in the middle of the room pull giant chains that turn the paddle wheel. The chains are connected to a large clockwork engine, which whirs and chugs noisily.
let's hope they don't blow up the boat.
So what are we going to do about this bomb?
There's a bomb?
Now.
Hey guys, Derek here, and man, it's been a minute since I've jumped at the top of the episode like this. I've got a couple important things to tell y'all before today's episode, so buckle up. First off, we are very, very quickly approaching the end of Season 3. We're close enough now that I can tell you the finale for Season 3 is episode 106, and it is chunky. It's actually so long that we had to split it into two parts, and both parts should be releasing on the same day, so long as I can get it finished and out the door in time. I'm very, very excited about the finale. It felt really great to finish a campaign like this one, and I cannot wait for y'all to be able to hear it. Now, the second thing is some bad news, and I've been putting off writing this intro because I really don't know how else to say it, but here it goes. Season 3 is going to be the last season of the Third Gallon Podcast. I feel really sad about it. And I want to say that we're like going on an indefinite hiatus, but I know that's not really true. We currently have no plans to do another season or any other content after we finish up Season 3. Now, I don't want to spend like half an hour here at the beginning of the episode diving into why exactly, but rest assured everyone's fine, no one's hurt, we're all still playing games together just like we have for the past decade. We're going to release a bonus banter sometime before the season finale where we get more into detail as to why we're not doing another season. It's nothing earth-shattering, but like the gist of it is it's harder to make content than it used to be for us. And we really want to finish on a strong note with this season. Now, if you have any questions or comments, please write in a bonus banter sometime before episode 105 releases, which should be July 2nd, 2025. And we should be able to respond to it. If you're listening to this in the future, you've probably already figured out that the show stopped. But feel free to leave a comment on the YouTube video because we'll still check it. As far as the next content we have planned goes, episode 5 will come out in 2 weeks on July 2nd, 2025. And then both parts of the finale, episode 106, will come out on July 16th, 2025. Now, funny enough, that week is actually roughly the 4-year anniversary of the show starting. We will also be doing a catching up for season 3 2 weeks after the finale, and that should be July 30th. And I'll have the links and everything for that at the beginning of next episode. And after that, we don't have plans for any new content. And I hate to drop news like this right at the beginning of a fun episode, but I feel like you guys deserve to know now instead of being rug pulled in the season 3 catching up at the very end of things. With that out of the way, though, this season ain't over yet. Micah's Angels are in the home stretch and just found their first clockwork pyronite bomb. So, please enjoy Season 3, Episode 104, The Glass Elephant in the Room.
So I was reading Amazon reviews for collapsible houses, and apparently somebody's dog got crushed inside of one of them, and they gave it a 1 star.
What?
That is the most Amazon review I think I've ever heard in my life.
Collapsible houses?
Yes, they have prefabricated houses that you, like, bolt up to make them stand up. They're like a flat thing that gets shipped,
Yeah,
and
they
then you
flat pack
puff it
it.
up.
Like a
The heck?
Like a camper?
Yes.
I found them.
And somebody's fucking dog ran into it before it was finished, and it got flattened.
Oh,
Woof.
poor puppy.
You know, maybe we should start over. Anyway, I had to get that off my chest. That was the most horrible, but also the funniest thing that I've seen all day. So you had an opener that you actually wanted to do, right, Derek?
I can't think of it now. I'm thinking of bad internet reviews.
Like the sugar-free gummy bears.
I don't know if I
Those are
told
some of the
them
best
that.
ones I've ever read.
Internet classic sugar-free gummy bear reviews on
no.
Amazon.
Yeah.
That's like 10 years old at this
Talking
point.
about
I don't care, but they're
cramps.
still good.
They're still very funny. I can't tell you how many times, like, the internet has gotten so shitty over the past, like, 5+ years. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to find real information about something. And, like, it's either 5 stars, I love it, I just opened it and I think it's the best thing in the world, or 1 star, the box I got it in was busted up, so the product sucks.
I
Yeah.
swear you used to be able to Google information.
Yeah, I just use fucking
real.
DuckDuckGo now because it's not that great, but Google's just as shitty, so I may as well not give Google my advertising information. So,
I did, however, find out that you can buy a used shipping container for $2,000.
That's what people use to build bomb shelters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's about all I can afford.
a bomb shelter.
Uh-huh.
I see. I've been like looking at apartment reviews recently because at least this time of recording, I'm probably going to have to move, or I'm strongly considering it because everything is expensive, and it's so hard to find good reviews of a place because like a place can be in a great spot and have great pictures and like look cool, but be run by terrible people and have terrible people live there. And so like you really just kind of rely on like word of mouth and Google reviews, and like it's so hard to trust the star rating on the surface because like if it's really high, half of them might be like, this person that works the office was so nice and did such a great tour.
That's
and I'm
so
like,
useless. You haven't lived there.
I was like, that's worthless information.
Yeah.
I don't need this information. Like, no, thank you. Tell me what it was like to live there after like 6 months or a year or something like that.
Were there consistent flooding issues in the parking lot? How often do the ACs go out? What's the response time whenever the power goes down?
It's like how fast does maintenance respond to your needs?
Exactly. And then like some of the 1 stars will be like the sprinklers sprayed on my car and now my car was wet or looks bad or something like that. It's just like, come on.
But like their car was wet.
I know.
How dare you wet their car?
So like
You know,
some 1 stars are like,
Something that voids the warranty of a lot of electric cars nowadays, Tesla.
but like some 1 stars will be like, oh, I got cockroaches and mice. There's a pest problem. Like that's really
That's
That's
helpful.
good
to
to know.
report.
Yes.
But other 1 stars will just be like, my neighbors sucks. Like that's rough. That might tell me something about the place, but sometimes that's just a neighbor problem, you know, and that could happen
It's like
anywhere.
if they left 1 star, it's like, hey, maintenance won't respond to a major need in like less than 2 weeks. That would be helpful.
yeah. That is
Agreed.
one thing that's good about the current place we live. Maintenance is always
Yeah.
always on it.
Yeah. Jacob and I have that with our place too. Our maintenance will come very quickly.
Our AC broke at like sometime in the middle of the night. It was like 80 degrees at 3 a.m.
Oh, bless you.
And I was still up because it's me. And I put in a work order, and the guy was here at 10 a.m, like, 7 hours later, blew something, like cleaned out something. It wasn't the filter. I forget what he had to like blow out, and it started working again. And it got like back down to a normal temperature before the heat of the day kicked in. I was like, that rocks. That's great.
That's real good.
We called in because our fire alarm kept going off for no reason. And
Ghost fire.
yeah, and he came in and immediately just replaced the whole thing to make sure it was right.
Yeah, that's great.
Probably corrosion.
Like we're talking within hours.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about living in apartments, at least a good one. It's like you don't have to worry. Like if your AC goes out and you own a house, it's not only going to
You're
take
screwed.
forever, it also
Super expensive.
is going to be so expensive. And so it just sucks. But your AC goes out in your apartment. If you have good maintenance, it'll be fixed the next day.
Yeah.
It's great. The only thing is like living in apartments, my AC goes out almost every summer. Not every summer, but like 70% of the summers, it'll go out one day. It sucks. But, oh well. I'm trying to think of any other bad reviews. We've just kind of waffled on at this point.
I mean, just look at Steam.
Yeah, I was about to say fucking Steam.
It's
like,
really, I want to look at the total amount of positive reviews,
Yeah.
but then you scroll down and you see like 2 positive and 10 negative, and you're just like, something's going on here.
The thing about reviews is that you typically only leave a review if you have a very strong negative or very strong positive opinion.
Yeah.
You do not tend to get a lot of middle of the road reviews, and that skews your results statistically speaking.
There was a while.
It's volunteer bias.
This is a while that one of the ways I would actually look at reviews, I still do this, is instead of looking by most relevant, like give that a skim, but the real reviews are most recent. Like for anything, just about look
like
at
that
recent.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, we had a Pizza Hut near us that was a piece of shit. COVID was running it into the ground, more or less. And you would order a pizza and the place would like never get it because they had closed at like 6 o'clock on a Friday for some reason.
Like the worst possible time to close for a pizza place.
And it would still report as open, let you put in your order, and you wouldn't get canceled till the next day. And so like you'd put it in and they don't track it very well. So you drive there and then the store is closed. Now you're hungry and you've waited all this time and you're not going to get your money back till
and
like
you wasted
later.
gas.
Yeah, it sucked. And so like the reviews were still good for a while because they had been there for so long. So you have to sort by new. And then like if it's a product and it already looks interesting to you, you want to sort by new and also look at the 3 and 4 stars instead of the 5 stars, because then someone will actually tell you.
That's the honest opinion.
Yeah. If there is something wrong with it, you'll probably find out what it actually is there. Steam's actually really good though. People on Steam are not great, but Steam tells you overall and most recent.
Yeah, that's nice.
And it'll show you if there's like a review bomb thing happening. And like
a lot of people do try to actually be reasonable with their reviews. You just have to look through them to find the fake ones and act like they're being reasonable, and they're just like, I don't like this game.
Steam will
Yeah.
also
Like the other game I like, but it's not the one I like.
Yep.
Steam will also tell you how long they played the game, so you can determine how valid their opinion is.
It'll not only tell you that, it'll tell you how long they've been playing it.
And how long they've
How-
continued to play afterwards.
Yeah, how long they've been playing at the time of review.
This game sucks. 6,000 hours.
Yeah.
I am
Thumbs up.
I am like one more little arc binge away from 3,000.
Hot dog.
You are something else, Drow.
If you add up all my Skyrim time, I'm pretty sure I've crossed the 1,000-hour mark. Well, speaking of bad reviews, I think someone's about to leave a bad review for the Gearsmoke. Centuries before the Starstone was raised, the Wizard King next and get war with Hunter, scarring the land between them into a devastated bad review bomb wasteland.
Thumbs up.
From the glowing ashes of Amazon arose
Boom.
Alkenstar, the
Boom.
city of thumbs up.
3.5 stars.
A metropolis of airships, skyscrapers, factories, and clockwork wonders. To the
kill
world,
Medusa
Alkenstar is at least a 4 out of 5. On its streets, life in Alkenstar is a non-stop race to stay ahead of Nex and Gim.
They had rolls too.
And it is here that a desperate group, hungry for revenge, living on the edge of the law, hunts for the ones who cast them out. They are the Outlaws of Alkenstar. All right, well, you're about to leave a review for this Gearsmoke, like I said. When we last
We were
left...
never here.
We went in a place we weren't supposed to and something attacked us.
a brave band of adventurers. You've been pretty busy on the boat. Last time we sat down to play, you did a whole bunch of stuff. You killed a Medusa. You shoved her clockwork-ified. You turned her into a clockwork corpse and then shoved her clockwork corpse into your bag. You did some exploring on the boat, and you talked to people, played some games, made a little bit of money, and you learned a couple things about the Gearsmoke and the situation on it. That Ebrium is the owner. He has glass clockwork servants, and he has a Medusa girlfriend.
Had.
Yeah. There's shield marshals on the boat guarding it.
How willing is he to risk some moving parts? This could be a has.
I see. Also,
It's a great way to turn a penis into a penisant.
This is Ebrium, not Parsis.
You also know that the shield marshals on this boat had some heavy cargo. I also have a note here that says Eleanor met up with her bard gang and talked about being a prostitute. And then
Eleanor.
you went and you saw this.
No one suspects her.
Nothing stops Eglinor.
You saw this glass elephant be brought up onto the entertainment deck and be unveiled by the captain and Ebrium. You noticed that there were explosives inside of it that looked like the pyronite bombs you were told about.
That elephant must have been hungry.
Yep. And then you decided to go finally sneak down to the cargo deck, and you snuck past the shield marshals to get down here, going after this bad smell. You found a room full of clockwork buccaneers and disarmed them by removing their
We
swords.
disarmed them.
You also found some of the crew quarters down here, and then you saw this like dented door that you had to shove your way past, and inside was a beast, a Catoblepas or whatever it is.
A whole beast.
Catoblepas.
And you
yeah.
fought it, and you noticed inside of its cage there was a certain thing. Why don't I read the flavor text for this room again? An ungodly stench fills this cabin. The hold seems to be designed for cargo storage, but most of the crates and containers have been smashed and scattered about. A large metal box, clearly designed to cage some great beast, sits at the aft end of this room. Shut up. Its door wide open. In the back of the box is an amalgamation of clockwork gears and fuse-laden explosives. That's where you find yourself after defeating this beast. What do you do?
How hurt are we?
Chester's
How
at
sick
half
are we?
health.
I don't think any of you are sick from this thing.
I'm still at full health.
Does it stop smelling once it's dead?
I know it smells worse, but it doesn't make you mechanically bad.
Chester's at 94 out of 151.
Oh, no, hit for the Chester.
I'm good.
So he could take some healing.
Or you mean some harming? Don't you aggressively fart at me, husband.
Shit.
I hope that came through. We have, for these more recent episodes, have finally installed a fart mic next to Jacob.
Tell them this is unneeded.
I don't know if it'll make the cut, but
I'm being punished.
he forgot it was here, and there's just this little microphone on a stand next to his butt.
I'm a victim.
We are the victims from suffering your farts.
Victim.
Listen, if we have to be in this small room with you without the fan on,
I have to be in the small room with you without the fan on. We're all suffering here.
what do you guys do? Heal?
Yes. Heal and search.
We're not gonna...
We can worry about the bomb once we get done searching.
Oh, okay.
It's not like it's going to go anywhere.
Not like it's going to explode
Just
or anything.
Disappears. Chester would like to search while being healed.
Why don't you... Oh, you're better at searching.
Yeah, I'm so good at it. I'm so good at it. It's a 16 on the die.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm going to take the 10 minutes to make it even better. So 16 plus 23 is 39.
39.
39.
There's gonna be nothing good in here. Watch it.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of... there might be some of these boxes.
So you do see that there's basically a humongous, like,
bunch of pyronite.
1 square by 2 square bundles of pyronite and a bunch of clockwork gears.
Not a big deal. What else is in here?
You see at one end of this is a big metal door that looks like it can be opened.
Where? Which
I'm pinging down here.
Oh.
Like
Zoom
it's on the
out.
side of the wall.
It's hid. Yeah.
Like you would open it to the outside of the boat.
Oh.
You also look through in some of these crates and you find a magical oil.
Ooh.
What does it do?
Is it stinky?
You want me to do a crafting check?
Sure.
15 plus, I think it's 22 now. It's 23. 38.
This is in fact an oil of repulsion. It's a consumable item. 1 action to activate, interact action. This oil contains magnetically charged iron fillings repelled into opposite ends of the vial. For 1 minute after you apply this oil to armor, any creature that hits you with a melee strike must attempt a DC 28 fortitude save with the following effects. Success. The creature is unaffected. Failure, the creature is pushed up to 10 feet away from you. GM determines the direction. Critical failure, as failure, but the creature is also knocked prone. So they basically have to make a fortitude save to hit you.
That's
You know who this would be
Magnetic.
helpful to do to? To
Eglinor?
Psycheer, because Psycheer doesn't have the highest AC.
Psycheer. Actually, no. Psycheer gets into fights all
And
the
then
time.
Psycheer could still attack
All the
with
time.
the
I
claw
have 60 feet of range.
thingy. Yeah.
Actually, I feel like I'm looking at it again. You can still get hit and take damage, but like they would basically hit you and be pushed back.
Yeah, knocked back.
Still pretty good.
Which would use up an action for them to get closer to you for melee.
There are 2 of these, and they are worth 350 gold total. So was that 175 each?
Yes.
So add a 0 for silver.
I know how my treasure sheet works.
Silver, stupid.
Each of you should take 1.
Is it a one-time use?
Yes. You pour it on yourself, and then it works for a minute, and it's gone. But we're at the end of the adventure, so we ain't selling nothing.
Well, I meant like, is it a one-time, like you only get to use it once, or is it like a one combat use?
It works for a minute.
So roughly 1 combat, so long as it's not an exceptionally long one.
It's
Yeah.
1 action, interact to use it.
And this is oil of repulsion.
Oil of repulsion.
All right, sick. I'm going to slap that into my nuts.
Because Psycheer, you could still attack
And
them from the
bolts.
distance.
Laughing like that made my nose run.
Good.
So what are we gonna do about this bomb?
There's a bomb?
Shut the fuck up.
I've got
I like how you
ideas.
just basically you've searched and have you done healing? Did you end up doing healing?
Chester searched while healing was happening.
I guess so. I am hurt still.
I'm good.
Lord
I
medic.
need 3. I almost said 330 points. If I needed 300,
You'd be
then I would be
turbo dead.
You're a god.
I would
I'll
be
take 300.
just under double my hit points.
You give me 300 points, you'll never see me again.
Shut the fuck up.
Heals, please.
Okay. Medicine. Here we go. That still is just a regular failure, but that was a 1.
Oh wow. Wow. Because you're only rolling against the expert DC.
Who needs assurance whenever you've got
It's really, really
mathematical
good.
impossibilities? 28.
Yay, regular
Yay.
success.
2d8
8 plus 10.
10. Okay.
I like how you're level 11 and you're still like this expert DC is where it's at.
19.
18?
19.
Okay, the first thing I rolled was a natural 1. I don't feel like hurting people.
Well, I say we hope that one of our keys is for this bomb. Don't we have 2 keys?
We have 2, yes.
You
the
do
one
have 2.
from
Chester,
Parker and the one from Dead Lady.
Chester could use 20 more hit points, but he'll also just get that back over 20 minutes. So
I'll
don't
heal
worry
us
about it.
again.
No, because if we get into one of the fights soon, I still have my Dragonheart mutagen activated, and I won't have to activate my next one because it lasts an hour.
Ikum bokum.
I would like to check out this bomb.
Why don't we deactivate the bomb while you're healing?
If we don't need to deactivate, I'm telling you, the bomb's not a big deal.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I want to
You
check out
sounded
this bomb,
far
please.
too serious.
You go to the bomb. It's in this basically huge metal cage that looks like this beast was in originally, and it takes up the back chunk of it.
How big is it?
It's 5 feet by 10 feet mechanically on the board.
So I can't lift it.
You would need like 4 or 5 people with decent strength to move it.
I would like to look at it, and I want to pull out Parsis's key.
Yep.
I want to deactivate it because this is Parsis's bomb. I know
Chester,
it.
You go up to it. You look it over. Make me an engineering lore or crafting check.
All right, tell me which one is better. My engineering lore is 22. My crafting is 23.
It does not matter.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
one of them should be better. Lore is probably better. 32 lore.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, okay. I only got a 10.
You don't need to check to find the keyhole, but you're looking it over, and you notice that like this is a very complicated and dangerous bomb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you said 33, right?
32
32.
lore.
You would know that it'd be pretty easy for you to figure out how long it would take to arm if one was armed, like how long it was going to take for it to go off. But more importantly, you know that if you want to disarm this thing, it would be mechanically 5 DC 30 thievery checks and a critical fail because of how complicated it is would cause it to arm a full go off. But you have the key, so you don't have to worry about this at all.
DC 30?
Thievery.
That's shockingly doable.
Really?
But to
I
get
have
5 of them and not critically fail,
I have a plus 21 thievery.
Oh,
that's
wow.
still almost a
I
50% chance.
Oh, no, I would only critically fail on a 1.
Yeah. So if for some reason you found another bomb without a key, you think it would be very dangerous, but it's possible you could disarm it
But it would
without
only
the key.
start counting down if I critically failed.
Yeah.
That's a thought that might be worth having if we have an emergency.
Yeah.
For an emergency.
Yeah, but you're able to disarm this bomb. You put the key in, and it makes a big as you turn it, and all these like things start. And the pyronite is still there, of course, but the bomb has been disarmed.
So it was the bomb for Parsis key.
It was.
Nice.
Take a hero point, Jacob. Also reset to 1 hero points. Because
So Jacob can reset to 2.
Yeah.
1 bomb down. Smack slips. Now, if somebody were to get in here with a good enough crafting check, would they be able to still set off the bomb?
It would take someone like you or Parsis, you think. Maybe. You don't know anything about Ebrium or Loveless, or if there's some other lackey they have that could do this?
If somebody were to bash this enough, could they set it off?
Yes, does force damage trigger combustion?
Or just being forceful?
I think you could set it off with enough damage, but the last time you had a run-in with pyronite as a weapon, it was in like a very unstable form, like sticks of dynamite. These are in like canisters and stuff like that, so they're a lot more protected from going off randomly. But if one of them were to explode, it could set off a chain reaction and then set off another chain reaction as all the bombs go.
Another question.
Yeah.
As deep as we are in the ship, are we underwater?
No.
Dang it. I was thinking if also worst situation happened, we could just open up the door in the ship and flood
sink the ship.
Yeah.
You think where that door is placed on the wall, it would be just above the water line.
Yeah.
To
that
load
makes
cargo.
enough sense. Well, the good news is Chester knows how to make sure nobody else gets into this room when we're done with this room.
How so?
I have glue.
Yeah.
Because that's not going to be suspicious. We can't get this door open.
Actually,
It was like
already
battered
dented.
shut.
True,
It
true.
would just mean it's more dented than they thought it was. That's it.
Smart.
Here's a question. I have a spell that basically tears things apart by aging it really, really fast.
Mm-hmm.
What if I aged this bomb? Would I make it inert?
You have no idea.
Well, I'd love to have an idea, Derek. Would you let me roll something to see if I could get an idea?
Or even let Chester roll since Chester's got good crafting.
What's
This
the
is
name of
my
this
idea,
spell?
and if I'm gonna fuck it up, I'm gonna fuck it up.
What's
You
the name of the
have
spell?
engineering lore?
Yes.
Do you have good crafting?
Yes.
You could just ask Chester.
No.
What's the name of this spell?
Awaken entropy. 68 void and 68 force.
6d8.
Yes. Or force.
I was going to say, and was a pretty powerful conjunction.
It says that plant shrivel and stone crumbles.
And pyronite blows up. gets so old it explodes. That actually could be that's how dynamite kind of works.
Yeah, GM Derek does not know, but I would say it probably would be dangerous. It's explosives, you know? You got to be careful with it.
My thought was if things oxidize, maybe it would become less potent.
Maybe. But you are still, at the end of the day, with the spell doing damage to it.
A spell that we could save for combat.
But I mean, this bomb's disarmed. As far as you know, they have no way to rearm it without the key.
Could we take the pyronite sticks and drop them out the door and let them fall to the bottom of the river?
Or put them in my bag.
Well, the door is closed.
That's a question I've had. What if an explosion like that goes off in a pocket dimension like in the bag?
Everything in that bag is very destroyed.
But would it contain the explosion?
Yeah, that it would just take up the whole dimension. I don't think it
just
can be
open your
destroyed.
bag at some point in time.
Actually,
That's a really
it
good
would be
idea.
an incomplete combustion because there's only 10 minutes worth
Yeah.
of human oxygen in there.
But the oxygen wouldn't be consumed. The explosion would still happen because the oxygen wouldn't disappear until it's used.
Yeah.
So the bomb
You
would
could
still
get in a bad state, though. I don't know the chemistry of this, where it doesn't completely go off, and then the oxygen rushes in.
like a fire.
And sucks inward.
So it would have to be like... I need to know what type of explosive this is, what type of reaction it is.
Big.
Thanks.
Deadly.
Dog,
Leave.
I don't know. This is beyond the scope.
Just, hey, Chester, can you go hand me that potion? Sure thing.
World ends right then and
Gmod ear
there.
rigging.
Like, no, you
We found this
explode a
man
pocket.
Head blown off.
You explode
Next
a
to
pocket
this
dimension and end the
Bag.
world.
All right.
Actually, Loveless, I've decided I want to help you fund the beginning of your new empire. Here, take this bag. See
It's
how much
full
is
of
in
money.
it.
I call it a Trojan's bag.
Yeah. Anyway, you've disarmed this bomb. Congratulations, by the way. What do you want to do now?
Thanks. I just used a key. Didn't make any rolls.
Yeah. Well, the roll was more to let you know more about the bomb.
I know.
But you also managed to pick the right key.
Let's move the hell on.
Where do you want to go next?
Or do we want to heal more?
No, we're good because searching the bomb took time and all that. So
Okay, then.
I think
So I'll do
Chester.
another one just in case.
Chester, move. There we go.
Here we go.
No, we don't need to heal.
I want to heal.
Are you hurt?
Psychear's not all the way
Yeah.
filled up.
Oh, okay.
Psychear is hurt.
28.
Good.
Yay.
I'm at full.
I would like to cast heal.
You're not healed till I say you are. Hurts you.
My people at work have learned that I like to threaten to fight things.
Yes.
Because there was a kitten in one of the cages.
You said you'd fight a
and
kitten.
it was smacking
He
the glass. I was
did.
like, oh, what? You want to fight? I'll fight you. And our assistant store leader was like, don't be mean to them. And I was like, I want to be mean to them. They're cats. They deserve it, even though they're cute.
That's what he does to our cat.
was
It's like
talking-
the cute,
Based.
stupid. He
Based.
points repeatedly at the cat.
We had a job interview person come in for the stocking position.
Holy shit.
And,
Did you try to fight them?
No. I
Thank
don't know them
God.
well enough to say that to them
Thank
yet.
God.
People are different than animals, but no, it was great because I was standing in because technically I'll be their boss, and we were talking. I was like, yeah, we don't want us to be in the evening working stuff. We want to come in the morning because customers are a bother. And the assistant was like, yes, but you can't say that.
Jacob's perfect store. No customers.
Oh, it would be so clean and organized and well
So,
stocked.
an Amazon warehouse.
No, because you still have. Actually.
But Amazon sucks to work for.
Let's play this game.
Oh yeah, we're playing Pathfinder. Chester would like to close this door, and he would like to actually glue it shut.
You do
Okay.
so.
So what I'm going to use, just so you can know, is I am using
I'll save you
It's the
for
most
later.
powerful glue in the world.
Glues it shut.
Sovereign Glue.
Gorilla glue.
Once two
shit.
surfaces are joined with the Sovereign Glue, they can be separated only with a successful DC 50 athletics check.
Good heavens.
Wow.
And we've already found out that this door is tough enough the creature couldn't break it down, only dent it.
All right. So you leave, you glue this door back, and you just get it back in its dented place. And you're in this little stairwell. You've basically explored everything in this part of the cargo
What
deck.
about these two doors at the south?
You've already
down
been down here.
There are are they sleeping? Was there snoring or talking?
You heard sleeping, and one of them you hear some like talking now. It's crew quarters,
Which
is what
one?
it says. The bottom one.
Chester has an idea. I'm going to get my money's worth out of these stolen servants' clothes.
I was going to say, it's
yeah.
not the servants' clothes thing again.
So Chester's going to change
Well,
into the
then
servants'
here.
clothes, and he's going to look
Get
at our
back here.
group because Chester doesn't just do things; he will talk. He's like, "I want to go in there. I want to act like a servant, and I want to see if I can get some opinions from the crew. I got a good BS rich person reason for being down here.
What is it?
It's my master told me to come down here, and if I don't do it and act like I'm doing something, they'll kill my family."
Oh, dang!
Okay, that's a
use
little
me,
much.
No, or use me for magical experiments. That's more next.
Oh, you're talking to the manager. Right?
Basically.
Yeah.
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 But you're the lackey
Go see
being
if we
made
have
to
stuff
do
in the
it.
back.
Basically, yes. I was told to come down here and get help from somebody. It was like, I know I'm being unreasonable. We'll get there. So Chester's going to...
Where's Sakira and Eleanor during this?
Fighting.
I kind of want to be over in the
Be a
corner where I can't be seen, but I can get there in one movement if I need to.
So you're basically right there?
Yeah. So from there, I can block the door in one movement.
All right.
So, okay, first off, Chester's going to listen to the door. And it's talking, right?
Yeah.
It's not eat or squeak squeak or weird sex noises?
No.
Dear
Okay.
God.
Well, listen,
That's a fair question.
it's a fair question.
I mean, we
Run
did.
into one set of people having sex.
We did
One is
run into
enough.
one set of people canoodling or getting ready to. So.
One is enough. So Chester's gonna he's gonna lower his eyes. He's gonna knock on the door and open it.
Who there? Come on in.
He'll go in. There you go. He'll say, "Hi guys. Name's Jimmy.
Fuck.
My boss
What are
sent me."
you doing down here, Jim? You see this old, like, gray-haired crew member with just a rough shirt. Clearly doesn't work on anything dealing with people up at the top.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, what are you doing down here? You only for the crew to be down here. What are you doing?
My bad. I know. Listen. I know it's rough. My boss, my master said I need to come down here, and
My benefactor.
Oh, there you go. No,
Benefactor. No, that's so fancy.
Next isn't a horrible place. So yeah, my benefactor told me to come down here. My lord, and he'll wave his hands. Told me to come down here and get something for him. I tried to tell him that this is like I shouldn't be here, but they're making a fuss of it. So if I could just like stand here for 5 minutes so I could act like I was doing something.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess I
Yeah,
see.
the fancy schmancy people up there.
Understood. You smoke?
I do.
You want smoke?
I'll take one.
Smoke
So
break.
sweet.
You start smoking with it.
That's why I can't do this around my boss. They're they're fancy people. That's right. You got any death sticks?
Some lipstick.
I love this appeal to his sense of reason as another member of a working class.
Exactly. So Chesleby says,
What did your boss want?
just to come down here and get some parts to fix a cabinet or something. And I was like, you could just tell the maintenance is something that I had to do it. And yeah, I know it's stupid, but what can you do, right?
Yep. Rich people are stupid.
They sure are. I bet you got a nice job here. I bet you this boat's a pretty nice place to work.
Nice to get away from my wife.
Yeah.
One of those types.
We were divorced for 10 years.
Oh, that's funny. So tell me about working here. Like, anything cool happen?
And I might pick up the boxes and I take them to the kitchen and then I sort the other boxes. And then we load boxes and then I move the boxes off. It's been a lot of boxes.
Anything weird come through? I bet you with all these next people, you get to see some pretty interesting things.
There's a big stinky metal box with a beast in it.
Wow. Oh, is that what the dented door was?
Yep.
Wow, I bet. Oh,
You can smell that thing.
yeah, you're gonna have a time of. Have fun getting him out. He looks.
I don't know who
sound
ordered
angry.
that on Alkenstar Amazon, but I'm not too thrilled to have to handle it.
Anything else cool? I saw that glass elephant. You help load that up?
That thing, the piece of shit. Almost broke the elevator, so heavy.
I bet.
Had to fix that for a day or two.
Ugh. Sounds
You should
rough.
ask when it's going to come back down.
Yeah, when's that thing come back down? There ain't no way they're gonna leave it out the whole time, are they?
I'm probably gonna have to wind it, but I think they were gonna leave it up.
Wow. Sounds excessive.
Yeah, that's them Nixians and them rich Alkenstar people, all excessive with their gears and the glass.
They sure are.
Yep. Yep.
Hey,
Oh, God. Don't Big Mac me.
I love it.
well, Chester will look at his wrist where he's got a sundial. Actually, probably just have a watch.
It's Alkenstar.
But it looks like about 5 minutes have passed. I think I could BS a reason for not being able to fix the problem.
All right, well, next time you have to come down here for any reason, just watch out for them Buccaneers, because they don't want to see anybody but the crew down here.
The Buccaneer. Where can how can I avoid them? Is that the room just down there?
Nah, that's where they get wound.
Whose job is it to do that? That sounds fun.
Captain comes down and winds them.
Oh, when does she do that?
I don't know about shit about clockwork.
Means that we can now disguise ourselves as the crew and not get accosted by the Buccaneers.
Yeah, if we disguise ourselves as crew members, we can be safe
Or
from the Buccaneers.
You could get the
captain.
There's a group of them that hang out on the other side of the cargo deck, especially around the break room.
The break room?
Yeah, if you want to come play cards next time your boss is being a piece of shit, we can go play cards.
Oh, really? How would I get there?
You gotta go up the stairs, down the hall, and then go down the other hall upstairs, and then down the other stairs to come down.
So basically the other stairs we didn't go down.
Hey, yep, no door from here to there.
Okay,
Cargo
all right.
hold in the middle.
What type? You got cards there? Do I need
Yeah,
to bring my own?
we got card and poker chips.
Oh, you got
Without
mousetrap?
Yep,
Nice.
of course we got mousetrap.
Hot dog. All right.
Life, Candyland.
I love life. I'm not a big fan of Candyland. But anyway.
We can't be friends anymore.
What, you won't fight?
You won't fight? Get the hell out of here.
Sure thing. See you later, boss.
Okay.
29 kids go into the water.
Just to walk
22
back
come
out.
out the water.
You can't
The
explain
ice
that.
cream man, he gets the rest.
I met a really cool old man.
Why do you smell like smoke?
Because I smoked.
Oh, I cough.
Does your mother know you do this?
I like how you smoked in the middle of this interior room in a boat.
No ventilation.
Yeah, that's why I said, why do you smell like
He
smoke?
was just hotboxing it.
Guy talks like he's 71, but he's like 36.
Listen, when you're offered a
He's
smoke,
almost ready to retire.
when you're offered a smoke and you're undercover, you smoke.
Smoke them if you got them.
That's right. Smoke them if you got them, just like God said.
Oh, did you learn anything?
God, is that you? The intercom speaks. Yes, it is me. Oh, I also found out the captain has the key to those things.
Anything else pertinent that we should know?
Nope.
I hate you.
There's a break room down the other staircase we didn't go down, and I share everything else.
All right.
I think that was everything, but I share everything.
Where you guys want to go next?
Well, at the very least, now we know how to get away from the Buccaneers should we need to.
Yeah.
That was valuable. And sheesh, going down here, we disarmed a whole bomb, so 1/3 of the job done.
Yeah.
Want to check out that break room? Or
Yes.
see if remember the room that we couldn't get into because we heard someone snoring? We could see if that room is open too.
Which one?
We could just go kill the first
Wasn't
mate.
there more than one door where there's someone sleeping?
That was the first mate's room.
Yeah, I want to go back. We could go back to the first mate's room too.
You'd have to go all the way up to the entertainment deck and then get past the guards to go in that
Oh yeah.
hallway again.
I mean, we've done it before. That guy thinks that our room's in there.
You'd have to change your disguise back.
I mean,
Or I could just pretend to be
Chester
a
turns the
dancer
corner
again.
And, like, changes his clothes.
Chester's pretending to be a dancer?
No, I said I, as Eleanor, could
Okay.
just pretend to be a dancer
yeah.
again.
I'll
I
be
have
a-
another client.
I'll be a belly dancer.
Hell yeah. Does the Dante move?
Just does the fat guy belly shake.
Dance,
I
baby,
didn't
dance.
think Chester was a fat guy.
Well, I mean, he can stick it out.
No, what is it? Oklahoma or Mississippi that Cookie makes dance?
What?
Oh, and
In Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Dance, baby, dance.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
He
yeah.
says
belly.
a specific state,
On his tattoo.
and I cannot remember. And he also wildly underestimates the amount of states.
Oh, hey, can I remember from when I did my knowledge check on those Buccaneers how long they last on a wind?
Typical 24 hours.
Dang it! Everything's 24 hours. We only got 2 of those, Derek.
Fuck. Fuck, man.
I got more than one. I got 2.
We just need to go balls to the walls on this, I think.
That also means that at about the same time that glass elephant gets rewound, these guys get rewound. I mean, maybe not. It could be vastly
They're on
separate.
standby, so like they're not. Their timer's not ticking.
I know. Oh, so they might not swap them out. She might not come here at all.
Well, I mean, you heard from the passengers that typically these are the things that have guarded recently, but the shield marshals are guarding this one.
We should get the captain on our side.
There's extra security because of what's.
We could show her, I guess, the bomb down here, but we're not going to show her the bomb in our bag.
No. That would not work well.
That would not be good for us.
We started a chat and talk where Derek couldn't see stuff, and that was the first misunderstanding. It's like, we should show her the bomb so she thinks we're terrorists, not that bomb.
But then we have to convince her that we managed to get into an area we're not supposed to be in.
We could say that we've been actively looking for this.
Yeah, once we can show her the bomb and the creature that was guarding the bomb, we couldn't have put that stuff there. That had to be somebody with insider knowledge.
And there are witnesses now that people have loaded on stuff.
Stinky
and
things.
we also have witnesses that we bartered for tickets.
Yeah, and we're witnesses that Loveless is dumb.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
We do have witnesses that we bartered for our tickets.
And if we need to get in here, Chester can dissolve the glue. He'll have to use one of his things to do it.
He has the universal solvent?
He has universal solvent.
I remember when you got that.
Oh yeah. So let's go back up.
Okay.
Not yet. We'll have to find out where it goes first. I have ideas for the elephant, but
Do you want to go to the other staircase?
yes, please.
All right, I'm not even going to move you to the
Is it just because
Passenger
it's
deck.
a complete mirror of this?
No, I'm not even going to move you back up to the other deck and then
Okay,
back
you're
down
just
to
going to
here.
move us to it.
I'll just move it to you down here, but I am going to need you to make a stealth check as you go out, lock this door, and unlock the next
25.
one. 25?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Yay!
Nice.
Oof.
I don't even exist. Chester fades out of existence.
24.
24?
Yeah, I rolled poorly.
Starts tiptoeing. Just goo.
25, 24, and then Chester.
Natural 20 for a 37. I critically succeed.
I see.
37.
I'm going to say with those stealth checks, Chester, you're very quiet. You're able to go up the stairs, get everyone out, lock the door. Good.
Yeah.
And then you start sleazing to the other one around the patrols. And you make it to the door, but you know that they're watching Eleanor and Psyche
Yeah.
as you get to the door.
I rolled a 6. We want to fight again?
We could fight again.
That would just draw attention to you. We're trying to be stealthy. Chester will, when we start getting towards the door, he'll towards them, and he'll just walk to their room.
Okay, so you go back to your room.
Yeah.
You do have invisibility potions. You
I
can
know.
use. Is that what you're going to do?
But like we've already been made.
Invisibility potions.
We've been had.
But if we've been made and we just disappear.
We're going to the room.
Yeah, you go back to the room.
Drink the potion, leave the room.
Yes, we're not just doing this right in the broad.
Oh my god,
Looks a guard in the eye, drinks the potion, disappears.
Opens can.
Skyrim logic.
Yeah, that's literally what I was stuck on. Like, why would we do that?
Must have been the wind.
Guess they ran off. I hate you.
All right, so you go back to your room,
The
easy
winds from
peasy.
beyond.
Like, oh, I missed my room.
Chester should have stolen a sailor's outfit. Dang it.
Yeah.
In the Navy.
Sail the 7 seas.
So you get back to your room. What now? I'm actually going to move to you next. You
Chester,
fucked
the
up.
door's closed.
Should we change our disguises or is there a time limit on that?
Boxing it.
Chester,
Start smoking in your room.
No, he farted.
Let's drink some invisibility potions. We each have like 3 or more.
Yep.
Let's just do
glug,
it.
glug.
I drink invisibility potion.
All right.
I also shall do
Wait,
so.
wait. Do we have a system for figuring out what we're doing when we're all invisible?
We fucking talk to each other.
Like, how do we...
It's a fair question. When the door opens, you go out it. When the door closes, you go down the hallway. When the door opens, you go in it. And then we can just probably speak then.
Okay.
Yeah, you can figure it out.
This is incredible.
One of you will probably be the door person and the others will follow.
Chester has the key, so he's the doorman.
Don't you have the best stealth, Chester?
Chester, then I'm going to need you to make a stealth check as you try to operate the door.
I have a 17 stealth.
Oh, wow. I just rolled poorly. I have an 18.
17 on the die for 34 stealth.
All right.
The door turns invisible too.
Oh, fuck. We've been made.
We've been made!
Quick, shoot where that door was!
Things that I don't understand scare me. They taught me in the police academy that if I'm scared, I should shoot to kill.
Don't let these guards see a magician's act. It's on the left!
So what was your total stealth?
34.
Yeah, you are able to get everyone in and into the door and close it again. Easy peasy. You guys are high strung today. And how long does your invisibility last?
10
I think
minutes.
it is 10 minutes.
So we gotta be fast.
We go.
All right.
Down the hallway. Open the door. Go inside the door.
I have put you back on the map in the other staircase, but you are invisible right now.
All right.
I reach out.
Chester, we'll just hold hands now, honestly. Chester's like,
We're like a daycare chain.
Grab the back of my shirt. And then, Eleanor, you grab the back of Sakir's shirt. And then Al, grab the back of Eleanor's
You mean
shirt.
we don't have a
and we'll just
jump rope with knots?
Let's go.
No jump rope with knots?
All right, so you go down the stairs, creaking down, and you're in a new little hallway. You see it goes off into a T, left and right, after a short hallway. Where are you going to go?
Let's go left.
Hey, what's these things I'm walking under?
Like lights.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Walk.
All right, you get to this hallway.
Jeez, that's a lot of doors.
And you see a lot of doors. It goes off to the right and left. On the right side, it curves back. And then there's, on the far right side, there's 2 doors on the right, 1 door on the left. On the left side, there is 1 door on the left, another door on the left, and there's a lot of doors.
All right, so the first thing that Chester's going to do
Long hallway.
He's going to map out the hallway. So we're going to go bink, 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 bink.
All right, you get to the end of the hallway going to the right. You're on the edge near the water. You hear it on the other side of the boat. And you see at the edge of your vision, it opens up this hallway. The hallway turns 90 degrees back toward the direction you came, opens up into a room, and you see a table, and you also see a door at the end.
Chester will go down just so we can...
When you come down to this room, let me describe what you see. You see this round table with 4 chairs. It's made of wood, and there's a pack of playing cards on it. Looks like it's that break room that guy was talking about. And you also see 3 clockwork buccaneers powered on, looking around. And then there's a door at the end.
So that means that we need to disguise ourselves.
So it's there's the hallway
All of
ends
us
in this
will be the captain.
break room. It opens up into this room, and then there's a door
The robots,
past
they
it.
wouldn't care.
Huh?
They're robots. They really wouldn't care if we
No.
did that.
Identified.
So
Captain.
Chester will stop, and then he'll turn around, and he'll lead the group back this way. Because
Okay.
we're just mapping it out right now. And we'll go down.
And then if you go down the left side of that hallway,
It's so hot in here.
Chester, you
I'm so sorry.
Dear God.
I don't want to be like this.
all right, Chester, you go down the other side of the hallway. You pass the place you came out of the stairs from, and then there's another hallway turns and goes into a door. I'm so glad I turned this on.
I'm so sorry.
It's not you. I'm worked up now.
Chester will listen at these doors.
All right,
Do I need to roll, or are you just going to tell me?
tell me what you got.
29.
Yeah, and the door to as you're looking down this hallway to the left.
This door.
That door?
Well, I'm listening
your-
at both doors, but I'll do one at a time.
Okay. One door, the first one you indicated, is You hear nothing, like absolutely nothing. The other door, you hear soft snoring. That one you can tell is some sort of, looks like a room.
A crew quarters? Is it labeled? How about that?
Yeah, it's crew quarters.
Okay.
It's the same shape, and it has the same like marking on the door.
Is the other door labeled, the one with no noise?
No.
Okay.
Actually, yes, it is. It says Bay 2.
Bay?
Mm-hmm. B-A-Y.
Oh,
Shut up,
never
Jacob.
mind.
I hope you fart more.
I'm probably gonna. Chester, we'll go down to this door. Is this door labeled?
This door is, it is labeled. It says supplies.
Check the supply closet.
We will. But I want to explore each door, not like open them, but find out what each door is while we have the invisibility. Is this door labeled?
Also crew quarters.
Chester is systematically going from south to north, just looking at doors. I suck here. This door.
I like to imagine that he actually just did that.
Actually
Hi,
bumped into fur. What's this door labeled?
There's 2 doors to the north side of this thing have crew quarters written on them. They're basically like quarter 1, quarter 2. Like they look like the same numbering system as you saw on the other side.
And this door
Also says Bay 2.
Oh, they're both Bay 2.
Yeah.
They
And
both
can
lead to the same thing, I guess.
can I see what that door is labeled from across the hallway?
No.
Even
Chester doesn't have that
what
bad
about right there?
eyesight.
Make a perception check.
Can I not read at 20 feet? That's fair.
Yeah, I was about to say, you shut the fuck up. You have glasses. You know how this works.
27.
You see that it says 2 Bay, like it's like if you've been in a hospital or like places, they'll like give you instructions on where each door goes. This says 2 Bay 3 and engine.
So another hallway. That was a 6 on the die. All right. We have been invisible for probably a good number of minutes. It's probably about to run out.
About 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's actually a lot better than I thought. So we're going to move.
Check out the bay.
All you've done is come down here
and look around.
and look around. So like you've walked like 5 hallways. So I think 5 minutes is about right.
So, do I hear anything from this door? Snores or talking?
You don't hear anything in that one.
Okay.
That one is one of the ones marked for crew quarters.
All right. Then Chester is going to open the north. No, actually, he's not going to do that. Not near the robots, just in case it's loud down there. Chester is going to open the southmost bay door quietly.
All right, roll stealth.
16 on the die plus 17 is 33.
Okay.
Look at you, Mr. Stealthy.
You
Plus
open
I'm
it,
invisible.
and you see basically a huge.
I fart like that.
Yeah, I know. You see another huge like metal floor cargo bay, like you fought the Catoblepas in. Here, I'll put you in.
Are there any living things in here?
You don't see any living beings in here. Let me read you what it says. Motes of dust flit through the air of this large cargo hold. The hold is piled high with crates and boxes. A huge metal hatch built into the ship's starboard hull allows access to the exterior. So you basically see another one of those metal doors, but on the opposite side. But this one, whereas the other one was in the front of the boat, the bow, and had that curved wall, this one's just a big old rectangle. And it's not as much stuff in here as whenever I described it. Make a engineering lore check.
I got that. 33, 11 on the die.
Yeah, you think whenever you're thinking about how this boat is set up and when it parked under the bridge house, this is probably where everyone's luggage gets loaded in.
Are there any crates large enough to contain a bomb?
No.
Okay.
That thing is so big you would see it.
That's why I'm asking.
Our invisibility will run out soon. Should we just explore this room?
Yes.
Or should we get out of this area while we can't be seen?
No, I want to say let's explore.
Okay.
How long are you going to take to explore?
10 minutes? 10 minutes?
We'll already be on invisible, so why not?
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to say you take a good 10 minutes. Yeah, this is definitely where people's luggage was loaded up, but there's not a lot of stuff in here outside of some like supplies. It honestly probably only takes you a good 5 minutes. You are very certain there's no bomb in here and there's no stuff, but you are no longer invisible.
All right. Since Chester's leading the way of this exploration, he's going to poke his head out this door.
Which door? The one you came through?
Yeah. Hallway should still be empty.
Yeah, it's still empty.
Then Chester will lead the way to the supply closet.
Let's fucking go.
And he'll
Supplies!
open the supply closet after listening to it.
You listen and you don't hear anything.
We're gonna
Bang.
find more Swiss rolls.
Here you see a bunch of stuff like pillows, bedding, cleaning
rolls.
supplies. No Swiss rolls.
Swiss rolls.
Mousetrap?
That's in the break room.
Okay.
That's where the robots
Mouse
are.
traps.
You get the sense that so you've been down here a little bit. During certain parts of the day, this room could be busy.
Okay.
And you would think that with night coming up, or it'd be really busy in the morning and then the evening, and evening is fast approaching.
We need to get out of here.
Or we need to go further in. Was Chester able to guesstimate a time the elephant would be reset?
Not really. You really don't know how wound it was when it went up there.
We still need to put eyes on where it goes. So here's our choice. We can either drink another invisibility potion and try to sneak past the robots, or we can put on hats of disguise and just walk past the robots.
We're not currently using our hats of disguise.
No.
That'd be real funny to do.
Yeah, just be crew members and walk right past them.
One of us could be the captain and two of us could be crew members.
The
Let
same crew
Saikir be the
member.
captain. They have the best deception in case if we end up seeing someone.
Yeah. And if the captain's being weird, some people might be too scared to do anything about
Exactly. I think Saikir can contain the weird for a disguise.
it. I think it's a good idea. And we basically won't be able to use this trick for another day, but how long do the hats of disguise last? Oh, an hour, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, do
Then
it.
we have time to do other things too.
Chester
Crew can probably go anywhere.
is going to disguise himself as a crew member.
An unassuming looking crew member.
Okay.
Like the most averagest crew member ever.
So this is basically the bedding chambers.
Bedding. Yeah, this is mostly bedding. They just have like all the random things that you think they need to fetch for like room service stuff.
So no crew outfits.
No.
Okay.
But we've seen crew. We know what their outfits look like.
Yes.
So we can
So
disguise
Are you all going
ourselves.
to put on hats of disguise?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. What are you going to do next?
Lead the way, Captain.
We're going to walk past the robots casually.
All right.
Listen,
All right.
guys.
Whistling. Woo-doo-doo-doo.
Play it cool.
So, womp, bop, 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 bop. So this way?
All the way to the north and then turn right.
All the way to
As
the
you
north
start
and then
walking
turn
up
right.
towards the hallway, you see one of the crew members coming down,
Is it
looking
him?
to get stuff. No, it's not your.
Okay.
It's not
Just
your guy.
keep walking.
Make a as you're walking by, make a deception check to impersonate a crew member.
All of us?
Yeah, because he looks at you real quick. So make a deception
We're
check
new.
before we do the role play.
You guys are new.
No!
25.
I'm gonna get made. I rolled a 1.
Well,
Re-roll, man.
I have a hero point. I'll just use it. We can't get made this early. Okay, not that much better, but it wasn't a 1.
What'd
That's
you
a
get?
2. I'm going to re-roll.
26.
26.
Yeah, I keep rolling badly. This die is gonna be.
What'd you roll?
not
I rolled
my
a
die.
10 and got a 25.
I rolled a 6
Oh, you got good deception.
because it's one of my skills. I'm a master. I can use it to get panache.
Nice.
I just rolled bad. Gonna use the owl die. The purple die is
24.
being punished.
24.
I rolled a 5.
Oh boy.
Listen, crew members have to be like
But they're the
minus
captain.
1, so like, it's fine. It's fine.
We just ran into the one crew member that knows everyone on a deep spiritual level.
Points at us. You feel wrong.
You ain't Billy.
I swear, if this is how we get made,
I'm gonna be so mad.
we'll blow up this ship.
Did you all give yourself a +4 from using the
No.
We're not using...
Oh.
Oh, okay.
hat of disguise?
So that would be
29.
29.
29. It's like here. Also 29.
28.
28.
28, and then yours
You said
would.
+4, 30.
Okay. Thank God.
How off were we?
Or
Or is that not a question I can ask?
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It just looks. He says, "Afternoon,"
Mahmoud.
and you keep moving forward, and he goes down towards the supply closet.
Oh, he's got a box.
You got bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Then go away. Let's have him sit
Remember
back.
to lift with your legs.
You remember the train?
Hey,
What?
that's my gimmick.
Shut up.
You shut up.
It's like all the training video. You know the work training video is like lift with your knees, not your back.
I'm gonna lift with
Prepare
my back.
for the lift.
And
With my
nothing but
ass
my
cheeks.
back.
Okay, so what are you doing now?
We're gonna walk
We're gonna
past
walk
the robots.
past the robots like we own the place.
We
Okay.
do own the place.
No, like we work here.
One of us owns the place.
Do so.
Saikir goes in front.
Lead the way, Saikir.
Lead the way, Captain.
Hey, Captain.
Oh, Captain,
All
my
the way
Captain.
to the right. Let's fucking go. Hi, guys.
So, and we go in.
All right. You do so.
Robots are so stupid.
When you go through that, you go right past the robots and they just don't move because they're stupid robots and you look like crew members. You see a door at the end of this hallway that says engine, and the door on your right
I bet you that's where it is.
Yeah.
that says
The bomb?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
that says Bay 3.
Where's one place you
Bayonetta.
wouldn't let someone go? The engine room.
Where's Bay 1? Was that what the creature was in?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't label it for you then.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
It's okay, Dad.
Am I stupid if I have Scooby Snacks?
Would you unstupid
I
do
mean,
for?
Am I stupid if I have 2 Scooby
Stupid.
Snacks?
Considering how the only ones who
Stupid.
eat Scooby Snacks are
Stupid.
Scooby and Shaggy, you're really hurting your own case here.
Am I stupid if I have
Stupid.
3
Stupid.
Scooby
You have to have
Stupid.
3 Scooby Snacks.
Stupid. Anyway, let's go.
It's okay. So here's the thing. Do we want to investigate Elephant Room first, or do we want to all right.
Engine room.
I
don't
mean,
know why,
since
but I
we
wanna
know
see
the
the
elephant
engine.
room's going to be empty, we could go in there.
We don't know that. That's what we got to find out.
Well, it's not going to have an elephant in it.
Not yet. Unless there's 2.
Unless there's
Plot
2.
twist!
And we've been made. And that's where the other bomb is.
When you go to this room, you hear a lot of noise.
Oh, wow.
Sure
a
bet we
whole
do.
fuckload of noise, actually.
Can I roll to see if I can get a better idea of what the noise is?
It's
I know
sex.
there's 2
There's
engines
so
having
much
sex.
sex happening in this engine room.
That's how the ship is powered by engine love.
It's the motion of the ocean.
Ocean man,
Take me by the
by
hand.
the
Lead me
hand,
to
lead
the
me
land.
to the land.
Oh,
That
Open-
you understand.
open that
what
door
the hell?
side here.
Okay,
You're the captain. You can go anywhere. Oh, look at
Open
that
it.
gear.
Only problem is if we run into the captain.
Oh, there's a lot of people.
Oh crap, there's people in here.
the scent of burning oil and river water fills this engine room. The stern consists of an enormous metal paddle that churns through the river and propels the ship. 2 enormous gears in the middle of the room pull giant chains that turn the paddle wheel. The chains are connected to a large clockwork engine, which whirs and chugs noisily. This is the engine room, and you see a number of people. You see 4 different crew members in here working on the engine. They're just minding it. They're not necessarily actively working on it, but they look at you like, "What are you guys doing in here? Y'all need
It's the
something?"
captain. You won't talk to the captain that way.
Well, they might.
Is one of you disguised as the captain?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like here.
I thought you were all regular crew members.
No.
No.
Sycirus
stated this-
disguised as the captain.
Yeah, we stated this very clearly.
You were
Well, we do it
shitposting
too.
about it a little bit. You're like, Captain's been acting
saluting.
weird.
Captain, what you need?
Eddie's just doing a routine check-in.
Oh, all right.
You know how it is with these
Guy puts out a cigarette.
Nexians. Always want to make sure
Yeah.
that everything's shiny and tip-top.
Yeah.
However, I do appreciate our generous benefactor.
Sure, Captain. Can we help you with anything?
Just looking. Don't pretend I'm not even here. Takes out a cardboard.
No, they're being evaluated.
All right.
They're all stressed
Psych
now.
here, make a deception check.
Give them stressed condition 2.
Can we somehow help?
What would you like to do?
That's a natural 20.
Never mind.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
they
matter.
buy it. They buy it.
They buy it.
What do you want to do? You're in this engine room now.
You can inspect the engine. You
yeah.
could tell. You could instruct Chester
I'm a new
to
guy.
check out the engine and make sure it's in working order, and he can look into it without being suspicious.
They're from corporate.
We're undercover. Is this undercover, boss? Are we on TV?
Oh, God. Hi, Grandma.
Psych here, as seen on TV.
Hi, Dad.
But yeah, Chester could he could be like a relative that just got out of the university and, thinks being a sailor would be so neat, wants to check out the
Nepotism.
engine room. Yeah,
Yay,
nepotism.
nepotism.
But-
Do we
but,
see anything that's worrisome here?
Yeah, Chester's going to inspect this room.
Yeah, with his crafting and engineering, he could see if there's something wrong. I
What do
bet.
you say to them as you start looking around?
This
that?
is a pretty neat piece of equipment. You guys work on this?
Oh, yeah, there's old Bessie right here.
How's old Bessie doing?
Oh, Bess is moody today, but she's fine.
What's wrong with her?
She didn't get her treat this morning. Pulls up the thing of oil. Because one of us slept in a little bit. Sorry, Gavin. But she's doing fine.
This is
Psyche
neat.
here writes something down.
Yep. It's going to it's going to cost them points.
Dipstick? What's the level at?
It's fine. Like, yeah, you look over the engine, it's fine. Chester, you feel like you could probably disable this engine if you wanted to, if you were able to get here by yourself.
To keep the boat from continuing to the falls if worse comes to worse.
But you do also realize that would be pretty suspicious.
Yeah. I'd have to be able to make it look like an accident.
But that's worst case scenario.
Well,
We'll keep going on.
we also have to worry about Ebrium because he can theoretically teleport the whole boat.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
But like that I'm thinking that's also extreme case. But Chester's gonna like walk around the room, inspecting engines and stuff. And does he notice anything out of place?
Make a perception check.
I want to check the
Is
oil
there
on the
anything that
chains.
smells not like oil and water, but rather like pyronite?
The people smell like BO, but that's to be expected.
Not suspicious.
Hygiene, standards.
Sorry, Captain.
Are any of them teenagers wearing too much Axe?
Chester's perception once again shines through with a 19 on the die, plus 21.
What is with y'all rolling like rocks? And I'm over. Well, you did roll
for
a
a 40.
2. I rolled a
I
natural
rolled
1
a
already.
1, a 2, a 4, and a 5.
I rolled 6 and 1. So yeah, I feel you.
I rolled 6s earlier. Chester's perception checks are on point. He
Hell
also
yeah.
has a hella high perception.
You are pretty confident that there is no bombs in this room. It is just engine. Plus, there's a lot of people in here, so any bomb in here would be very suspicious.
Well, I didn't know they could have hit it in something or whatnot.
Yeah.
What about the staircase? Can I figure out where that goes?
It looks like that goes up to the kitchen.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there's another way to get into this room that's a little easier than what we did.
This is a real neat place. Is somebody always down here? It looks like it's complicated. Always got to get looked after.
Yep, we always got someone on call keeping an eye on this thing.
So you'll never be alone down here.
Not unless I'm invisible.
They're going to notice if the engine starts falling apart.
But if I can make it look like an accident, it doesn't matter.
True.
This is a real neat piece of work. You guys done a real good job here.
Thank you.
Captain, the 45-minute observation period has passed.
Not 45 minutes.
You get
spent,
shorter
like,
evaluations than
15
me.
minutes in here inspecting it, basically, or something.
It's a 15-minute pop-in observation.
Yeah, Captain, everything's good here.
Captain, the place appears to be ship shape.
Shit shape.
no!
Shit shape.
Farts.
damn.
Let's head to Bay 3 and check out there.
Aye, Captain. Do you need help?
On my own ship, I think not, but I appreciate the offer. You have a good one, everybody.
All right.
I sure hope the captain's actually really nice.
I mean, that's what she seemed.
You got an impression of her from whenever she gave the presentation of the
Yeah.
elephant, so... Yeah, but they buy it. Apparently, you're just really good at acting like their captain.
I'm a natural-born leader.
A natural-born deceptionist.
So you go back into the hall, and now you're in front of the door that goes to Bay 3.
Open it.
All right. This large cargo hold is stacked high with boxes and large crates. There's a wide opening in the center of the room where 4 pillars lead up to a wide shaft in the ceiling. Clockwork gears cover the pillars, which are connected to a platform designed to lift cargo. And this is the last of the cargo holds you think that is on here. You think this is where the
elephant drops into?
Yeah.
The elevator makes me think so as well. So is this piece right here technically up at the top of the deck?
Yes.
Okay.
Currently.
It's
So-
the floor that goes down.
Is there a lock or something on it that we could set to slow release?
You're looking for controls.
Yes.
I see a little mini joystick with a green and red light.
And I see a bag.
That's a suspicious bag.
There is a bag on the floor next to the elevator.
Is it full of condoms?
Chester, check it out.
It is not full of condoms.
Chester will open the bag.
You see
It's a bump.
condoms. No. You see
Oh.
glass blowing tools. Artisan's
Oh.
glass blowing tools.
Oh, this is where Ebrium was.
And you see a item that you recognize without a crafting check. A Thunderstone grater.
Could use that to shatter the elephant.
Take that.
Why would he have it though?
What
In
if
case
he
has
needs
to break something?
a failsafe?
We should search this room.
Yes.
10 minutes.
And here you take 10 minutes to search. And you are very confident that there's nothing else of value. But this is more ship supplies like food, drinks, things that like longer term storage.
Fuel.
Like people from the kitchen would come in here and probably get like foodstuffs.
Oh, so a food storage.
I don't think there's fuel. There might be, but it's more provisions. And maybe some cargo boxes that were being delivered, but you get the general sense that there's a lot of provisions down here, and then anything super heavy that needs the elevator would be down here too.
You know what that means? That means that the third bomb is near the deck. Not deck.
The top.
The top.
Probably in the private room.
Might be in the private room with Loveless and Ebrium.
Yeah, great.
Or nearby.
So we're going to have to catch them whenever they leave that. Go in, disarm it.
If they leave it.
If they ever leave.
I have a feeling Ebrium will, at the very least, so that he can see his girlfriend.
Or he might be the one to wind the elephant. We don't know who winds the elephant.
I'm the one who winds.
You know what we could do? So now that we
just
found
blow
the
up this
room,
ship.
Chester had an idea. I had an idea. Why am I doing this in character?
Chester has an idea. I no longer think.
What if we caused the elephant to malfunction? And by that, I mean turn Chester's familiar invisible, and while it is invisible, have it open the hatch on the elephant, causing the elephant to freak out.
We don't know if it can feel.
Derek said that if the hatch were to
Doesn't
open...
it have defenses?
If we cause the elephant to freak out with no viable reason, they would be forced to lower the elephant.
Because it would look bad.
Derek,
What?
as far as Chester knows, is that how the elephant works? Because you mentioned opening the hatch would probably cause it to freak out.
Like
Yeah, I
defense
think I'll let you do
system.
like a recall knowledge, and you picked up on that.
Yeah.
There's that. You also see that the controls for the elevator are right here.
Yeah, but if it were to also suddenly lower, wouldn't that be suspicious?
It might be.
Your eyes got big.
How many hats of disguise do we have?
3.
And we've used them today. What were you thinking?
One of us could just be Ebrium.
But we've already used them today to be crew members.
Exactly.
Should we have bought more hats of disguise?
I mean, we probably could have, but
Almost certainly. They're like 30 gold.
okay. I might be able to just pull a scroll out of my bag, depending on how expensive it is.
Out of your butt.
Derek, if you would like to look at this, I am using Predictive Purchase, which gives me Prescient Planner and Prescient Consumable. 2 feats. And I'm about to look and see what level Disguise Self is.
1. It's illusory disguise in the remaster.
So how much does a level 1 scroll cost?
4 gold pieces.
Chester can, using this ability called Purchase, Predictive Purchase, there's other words here. Yeah, I could basically just be like, oh, hey, I thought I would need this, and pull something out of my bag and pay for it right here now. The only limit is if it's a consumable, it has to be half my level. And a scroll of Disguise Self is half my level. What is the new name for Disguise Self?
Illusory disguise.
There's a feat in Forbidden Lands like this.
Scene. Disguise. There
Yeah,
we
for
go.
the peddler, I think.
Yep.
Has something similar to this.
Okay, so technically, we've made a smidge mistake. Unless we heighten it to 3rd, you couldn't have been a specific individual. I think we still could have made it pretty easily. You did make a
You
natural
rolled a
20
natural
on
20.
the disguise. But heightened to 3rd, the target can appear as any creature of the same size, even a specific individual. You must have seen an individual to replicate its appearance, must have heard its voice to replicate its voice.
So you could heighten it to 3rd.
Yes, I could get a 3rd level scroll.
That'd be 30 gold pieces.
Heightened to 4th, I could disguise up to 10 willing creatures.
Yeah. If you target multiple creatures, you can choose a different disguise for each target.
But none can impersonate a specific target.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I think we should just pull the elephant down. I think it'll work.
Why?
Because if this is a big assumption, I think Ebrium made it. I disguise someone as Ebrium. Ebrium can just open the hatch.
But, like, won't that set off major alarms on the deck when the elephant just disappears against plans?
I think you're trying to prevent the elephant from
Making
going
a
crazy.
fuss. Yes. If we pull it down, disarm the bomb, and nothing has went wrong with it, they won't think it's disarmed. It could be an elevator malfunction or something like that.
Oh, so yeah, this is to avoid a fight,
Yeah.
not to make a scene.
Because even if we wait 24 hours and we wait down here for it to come down here, someone's going to be down here. And if it's Ebrium, that means we have to fight Ebrium and this big elephant at the same time.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, will the elevator going down at an unexpected time set off alarm bells in the heads of everybody?
Like, do you want to wait till night or something?
It might be suspicious, but it's also, Ebrium's not on the deck anymore. The captain's not on the deck. You know who's on the deck? Guards and common people. It could just be leaving for maintenance or to be rewound.
It'll probably be loud though.
Yeah, they would probably hear it from in there.
We can wait and do this till night. I mean, we could do that, but I think this is a good idea. It also might give us a chance to make sure Ebrium is the one who made it. Did Ebrium say he made it?
Ebrium didn't really speak much.
What did the captain say?
Yeah.
Did he sponsor it or did she say that he made it? Because this could be a whole bunch of planning only to get it down here and me to go open it as Ebrium and the elephant to be like,
Heck nah!
hold on a second, bro.
Host has generously provided us with yet another gift today. You do know that he is a...
Glass worker.
Yeah. So it's not unreasonable.
And even if he didn't make it, it might still would permit him to be near it because he's the boss.
Perhaps.
I think this is a good plan, and if we wait till nighttime, we should do it. You're right. Maybe doing it now would be a bit suspicious.
I mean, I could be wrong, just it seems a little suspicious. Not that the party goers and cards people would know, but the guards might know.
So if that's the case, what do we do right now?
We're still disguised. We could head places only crew can go.
You've basically been everywhere down here. So what do you guys want to do? You see the controls down here for the elevator. You can see that it's up. You can also see that, I think Chester pointed out earlier, that gap in the passenger deck as you were exploring is probably where the elevator goes through it.
Yeah.
Do you want to do this now or do you want to do this later?
Oh, waiting till night's a good idea.
Cool. So do you want to go back to your room and rest?
We could either rest,
Because
or
you could go ahead and like rest if you wanted to and just be up at early in the morning, more or less.
But
Like,
then we only have
ass
24
crack.
hours to solve this thing. I put on 8 caffeine patches and I don't have to sleep. I'm just instantly ready to go.
Got the caffeine patch.
if we were careful, no, because my worry is if we go up top with our disguises, the captain's too noticeable.
Another thing you could consider doing is if you're going to wait, you could just go play games and pick your moment. Like play games till late at night and pick your moment.
That's true. That's also, like, we haven't really used a lot of our resources, have we?
How many spells have you used?
Yeah, I've only used focus spells.
Then we're like, as far as resources are, Chester's used 1, 2, or 3 of his things. We had Hero Lab issues. We'll figure it out. He's not horrible. I guess we'll just, let's go onto the deck and wait. You know what else we'll do? Hold on. You know what else we'll do? Let's abuse Psycheer's disguise and open up the crew quarters.
Yeah.
Inspection.
I said that.
Okay.
Let's do other things we could do as crew and captain.
That way we can eliminate all this black on our map.
Oh my god, you guys. All right, go ahead.
Leave no stone unturned.
Walk your characters to each of these decks.
You guys can
Yeah.
just say so.
Open the door.
Yeah. It's just,
Open.
I opened it. It's crew quarters.
no bomb.
Open.
Guess what? This one's also crew quarters.
No
Is
bomb.
it empty?
It is empty.
It's nothing interesting. Open.
Guess
Okay.
what? It's
Open.
also crew quarters. Guess what? There's 4 things of crew quarters down here.
There's someone in this one. Oh, there's someone in the other one.
Let's go on deck.
You feel better?
I do.
Yes.
I do. Actually, no. Chester, when he goes into one of the empty crew quarters, will take a sailor's outfit.
Okay.
Put it in the bag.
Nice. So where are you guys going next?
We will go on deck, or we can watch the elephant.
Are we going to
Okay.
leave ourselves disguised as crew for this?
No.
Okay.
That would be
Yeah,
suspicious to be playing games as crew.
So you turn off your disguise and you head back up to the entertainment deck. It is the late afternoon. I think at this point it's going to be like almost 5 o'clock. So it's about dinner time. You might actually turn off your disguise, go get dinner, and then head back up.
Yeah.
So you eat your dinner. I'll go ahead and advance
Is it
it
yummy?
for that.
This will also let us keep an eye on the doors leading to the Medusa, just in case.
Yes, it will.
Yep. And you start playing games, and you hang out. How late are you looking to go?
How late do people start? Do like a majority of the people actually go to bed?
I think because this is a big pleasure cruise, a lot of people are out here late. I think you start seeing people start to turn in around like 11 or 12, but like that's only maybe like up to half. A lot of people are out here just partying,
Living it up.
drinking, playing games.
Because my thought is they would know the appropriate time to pull the elephant down to be, when the least people are up there. So I'll say it like this: about maybe 12, we should go down because people are still partying, but people have started to leave. And if we wait much longer,
That seems like proper maintenance time.
Yes, it does. It
if we
really
wait
does.
much longer, it'll be the time where they would take it down. So we want to take it a little bit before that.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
This is so stressful.
One of us will be disguised, and maybe the other two should be invisible, just in case something happens.
We should maybe... The question is, who do we want to disguise?
Chester, because he has to open the elephant, and he is the crafting engineer guy.
So then Eleanor and Psycheer are invisible?
Whenever you decide to do this,
That would be my last invisibility potion.
Actually, I don't know if all of us should be invisible. One of us should show some face. We haven't shown up in public for a while.
Would you like it to be... Wait, who is the better deception?
What do you mean, show some face?
Like, just
Be seen.
be seen. Now, we were seen playing games and all that,
Yeah,
though,
we just
late at
spent
night.
all that time playing games.
But then we all
Yeah.
kind of left together.
So you're saying one person should be upstairs?
Yeah.
spread out around here, not playing games together. Okay. All right. I'm going to say you're all spread out between this and the upper part of this entertainment deck. It gets late. At about 9 o'clock, you see Ebrium come out of the upper door
Oh, no.
and walk down the stairs and go down this hallway.
Oh,
The girlfriend
Oh, no.
you know what this could also be a perfect chance for?
What?
to go in.
To kill Ebrium.
We could do that, yeah.
But that could be...
That's dangerous.
That is so dangerous.
We'd have to be invisible. We'd have to go in, and the moment he goes in the door, go in the door after him and hope he doesn't teleport during the fight.
He could teleport himself.
That's one of the things that, like, if he teleported, you basically could start the countdown early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't want that.
Yeah, you still have at least one more bomb to defuse, because you know the last one is somewhere up there near Loveless.
My other worry is that they're going to put a guard down there. It's...
Do you want to instead disguise yourself as the girlfriend? The girlfriend can probably interact with the elephant, and then you can head after him ASAP.
Ebrium already goes into this door. I don't know what you guys' characters are doing.
We should just do the elephant right now.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
Just get it
to the
over with.
elephant. If he comes out and sees the elephant is down, we still have time before he'll get down there. So let's go right now.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's going to be about 9 or 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to go downstairs.
but at this rate, he's not going to see the elephant move, so...
He'll have one of two reactions. Either he'll search the room or he'll panic and call for help.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a smart guy. I imagine he'll search the room.
All right.
But we're doing this. Let's
We're
do
doing this. Ah!
Okay. So you see this happen. You all kind of figure out, crap, it's time to talk. You meet up. You make a plan. I guess you go to your room basically immediately. Not all together necessarily. And then you
Yeah.
make your plan and go. All right. So you have to get down there. What is the situation looking like going down to the cargo hold? Are you going to stealth check, invisible, or disguise? You have one scroll to disguise. How are you going to get from your room to the cargo deck again? You know
Could
which
just
door to go to.
stealth.
I have a decent stealth.
I would say, here's my two thoughts. From our room, we could do Chester Ebrium, and you two use the clothes that Chester take to just disguise yourselves as generic sailors.
And you use your disguise kits to get a +1.
I'm a
Yeah.
cat person.
Are there cat people on the boat?
There's a plurality of different types of crew people.
It could still
Okay.
work. Or we just all invisible and go down. Chester, I say disguises because it worked last time.
But you're not using hats of disguise. You'd be using disguise kits.
Yeah.
What's your disguise?
Well, my deception would be plus 20 with the kit.
What's your stealth?
Plus 17, I think.
Okay, Eleanor.
What's your
Deception
disguise?
20, 22 with the kit,
Okay, so you got pretty good odds.
and stealth 18.
2? Doesn't it just add 1?
Oh, it was 1, then 21.
Yeah. Okay, so you got pretty good odds. So you,
So
is that
long
what
as
you're
I
going
don't
to
roll
do?
another 1.
Is that what you do?
The disguise or
Disguise. Those two disguise, and then Chester's
Disguise.
gonna.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Chester, he'll spend the gold. He'll pull out the scrolls like I thought this would be useful, and then he becomes Ebrium,
Cool.
and then he'll just walk.
Let's do it.
All right.
Chester does not make eye contact with the guards. He beams and just confidently goes down the hallway.
All of you make deception checks.
38.
38.
Yes.
You side. Is that good or bad?
Let me see what type of bonus I get from it. A
Okay,
plus
not a bad roll.
4. 16 plus 19 is 35.
35, and then Eleanor.
32.
Right. All of you, with such confidence, walk out of your room. Ebrium, Chester, and the lead, walking smugly. You come around the corner to the cigar lounge, and the shield marshals are like, they stand up real stiff and straight whenever Ebrium walks around. And then you walk down to the stairs leading to the crew quarter. You unlock it confidently because you own this boat and you have the key.
Yeah.
And you go down to the cargo hold. And then in the cargo hold, you come down the stairs around the corner and you walk past the Buccaneers. And then they look at you guys and then they straighten up. And you make it to the door and to Bay 3 of the cargo hold. What do you do now?
Chester will pull. He'll pull the lever,
Drunk.
and he'll tell you two to get into advantageous positions just in case things go horribly wrong.
Where's the nearest door?
There's only one door.
Only
I'm going to
one door.
block the door.
Okay. Psyche, where do you want to go?
I want to get up on top of this barrel.
And Chester,
Okay.
while he starts to prepare, he'll also swap out his silencer for a golden silencer.
Solid shout.
You have like 2 of those, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
And I have a silencer
thing
on
of it
my
is,
gun, but I'm best with my
Ebrium
rapier.
can probably really easily beat that check, but I might as well try. So Chester will pull the lever, and he'll have the Ebrium's key.
Oh boy,
All right. So you should see the elephant now on the map, right?
we do.
Cool. You pull the lever, Chester, and you see it go as it comes down slowly. You see the cover of the dance floor shift back over this elevator hatch, and then and the elephant is still posing and every now and then and posing, and it gets down in front of you.
Does it bow to me?
What was your deception check? You want to roll a fresh one?
No. I remember. It was a 16 on the die.
I think you were 36.
Plus.
You are 36.
I had, plus 4. So it's 19. It was 35.
35.
35. Unless you would allow me to use my Pursue a Lead here. Because
that
I'm
be?
Ebrium. Plus 2 would be 37.
You're good. It just keeps posing. What do you want to have it do?
Lower yourself so that I can get to your hatch. Hold on.
Lower yourself.
Lower yourself so I can get to your hatch. You had a deep voice, right?
Yeah, you gotta talk like this.
All right.
Yeah.
Lower yourself. I need to work on you.
It lowers itself and opens the hatch for you so you can get to the bomb.
Chester will just reach in.
It just
and
straight up bows like
disarm
a
the bomb.
performance.
You reach in, you disarm
You
the
could
bomb.
push it back up.
Push what back?
You could put the elevator back
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
put
what
it straight
I'm
back
doing.
up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It goes undoes itself. You have disarmed your second bomb. And that's where we're going to end today's episode.
All right.
Bottle cap, Jacob, or hero point.
Nice.
That was a brilliant plan. That could have gone south so badly.
Jacob, you
Man.
did. You were right.
Woof. Boy.
Good job, guys. 2 down, 1 to go.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing us.
If you want to see more from us, check out our website, thirdgallon.com, or follow us on Twitter. We are at Third Gallon, that's THIRD Gallon. We are also on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook with the same handle, at Third Gallon. We also publish a video version of this podcast on YouTube, which you can find on our channel, The Third Gallon Podcast. If you'd like to support the show, check out our coffee page. You can find us at coffee.com/thirdgallon. That's KO-FI/Third Gallon. Our theme music for this season is Delta Rust, composed by Andy Ellison. Our ambience for this episode was composed by Michael Ghelfi, and you can find more of his work on his YouTube channel, Michael Ghelfi Studios. And you can support his awesome work at patreon.com/Michael Ghelfi. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.